Hey guys, it's Keralis and welcome back everybody to City Skylines. Just sit back, relax and enjoy. And if you do enjoy this, smash the like button and leave some nice feedback in the comment section. And please don't just write nice feedback. Do, but elaborate yourself. If that's what you call it, I think it is, right? Not the words, just nice feedback, okay? Anyhow, we are back. It's been like, what, 2-week break? Sorry about that. Hopefully it's going to be once a week now, from now on, okay? Stuff is going on. I've been playing a lot of Airport CO to begin with, and then I have stuff in real life happening, okay? And I'm not the person who shares like problems and stuff with you guys. Like nothing is wrong with like me, wifey, and the kids. Don't worry about that. But there's other stuff going on in real life, which is a little bit serious. And I'm not gonna be a downer talking about that. It's something. Well, it is what it is, everybody. Life is life, I guess. So, anyhows, previous episode we've built a cemetery / park. Is more of a park than a cemetery because everybody here, look at them, how happy they are. All those happy faces in the cemetery. But it's a cool addition. I freaking love it. So last week, by the way, I started doing something. I did a filler episode. Well, supposedly a filler episode, but it was done without heart and passion. So I kind of trashed it. I filled almost the whole section over here with stuff, and it was just nah. So I just trashed that, save, reloaded the one from the previous episode when we did the graveyard, and here we are. Today I'm not gonna do a filler episode because this is the kind of like the most boring things you can do ever, like in my opinion. Like for me, sitting here doing filler episodes are a little bit boring. So I'm a man of projects. I've said that many times before. Man, this looks so sweet. So we're gonna do a project. It might not be love at first sight, but hopefully it's gonna grow on us, okay? So what we're gonna do here in today's episode, looky at my cookie. No, don't. We're gonna do a logging camp. There's some stuff on the Steam Workshop called the Baboon Lumber Company. It's made by a guy called, I believe, Acapulco. We even have some train wagons. This is not from him. This is from another person. But he's got a lot of like modular buildings. Well, it's not really modular, but it's semi-modular, right? We do have, let's see here. Let's go, Rod. Let's just go road so I can showcase this quickly for you guys how it's supposed to be looking. There we go, and go to search and Lombardiv. No, there we go. So there's buildings, there's garages, there are small warehouses, like different kind of buildings. We do have a lumber mill sorter. It's just like a cool little addition. And I think a project is a project, everybody. Might not be love, but it's definitely a project, and hopefully this is gonna give you guys some inspiration for your own places. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. Placing trees and bushes, because I love them. I love trees and bushes and shrubberies, so that's gonna be a joy for me to do. And maybe in the next episode we're gonna do a filler episode and finally get some people into the city, because now it's kind of like around the 10k mark, and I'm about to reach the prop limit, and we need more buildings. We need more people in the city to begin with, okay? So I've been thinking a little bit, not literally thinking, I've been thinking, and I think we're gonna do... Man, look at all the traffic over here. Like, I never thought I would say it, but traffic is kind of cool, especially like on big free lane streets. How they stop. Maybe those idiots kind of like, hey, choose a different lane. Everybody's choosing the middle lane. Hello? Yeah, those guys are smarter on this side at least. Yeah, I just love like seeing them like just stopping at the lights in like 3 rows. Okay, this is not in... Why are you doing lane changes? Ooh. Okay. I don't know, everybody. I don't know. Stuff is definitely happening on the streets. Do we have any more interchange or... Okay, there's a little thing over here as well. Oh no! Okay, you brake. Yeah, I love seeing this. Like they just stop for a moment. Green light, then they go. It's beautiful. However, that guy, that's an abrupt lane change if I've seen one. Alright, let's stop looking at them. What I think I'm gonna do, everybody... Okay. Queue build up into the toolbox system. Everybody's choosing... Oh, doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna build it around here. You might be, hey, it's the worst location ever, but I think like I still want to have the farms in this district, right? All about here. And then we can maybe have a harbor if the game allows us to do that. But having it here with the farms, I think it's gonna look really nice. And then adding something next to the nuclear power plant, because now we have, it's just empty and it's going to be sitting empty because I don't want to have placed any residential buildings close by because it's a nuclear power plant. Farms, good. Lumber camp or lumber mill or lumber logging camp, perfect. Houses, a big no-no. Everybody enjoy the time lapse. I'm gonna see you guys ASAP. Hopefully it's gonna look nice. Hopefully it's gonna grow on us. Hopefully it's gonna be love. I just don't know. BRBs. Welcome back, everybody. Do I love it? Well, I think I do, okay? I think I do. It's definitely something. It's definitely a cool project. So if you're building like your own cities, this is not a bad thing to add. But is it love? Well, I think it's gonna grow on me. Actually not, because we're gonna chop down the trees, if you know what I mean. But hopefully it's gonna be something, alright? Hopefully you guys get some inspiration. That is the most important thing. I'm a man of projects, so this is a project. Logging ahead. We've seen this in a time lapse, alright? And now it's time to get up close and personal. Logging area ahead, watch for falling, and then they don't see that until now. Trees, and boom, they're dead now. Doesn't matter, I guess. We might tweak the little grass patch over here, but this is just temp, okay? Well, no, I don't think I'm gonna tweak it. FPS is non-existent, but the ambiance is super high in the forest, alright? Let me just go here. This is what I love. Going down here, through the winding roads, and then bam, we have a clearing. This is like the UFC of the Ultimate Fighting Championship of the decals fighting, okay? Because there's a lot of decals involved here, when the mud and the puddles and whatnot, and everything is just kind of fighting. But this view, especially like just, you know, just come up and just bam, there's something in the clearing. From distance, might not be super amazing, okay? But up close and personal, I love it. A cop car. What's going on? We might put a security checkpoint in this area, but for the moment it does not exist. So we have all those buildings placed randomly in different shapes and patterns all the way across this place. And also I did add the Beard Monkeys maintenance building. I've used it like once or twice before, and I absolutely adore this building. Like, I mean, the people over here, they need to have a place to store their machines or the machinery, right? So, I mean, this makes perfect sense. And also, I don't know if I showed you this on a time lapse, but I did add this little rail system over here, which might stay, it might go. For the moment, we do have some wagons, just wagons with some, okay, I see them a little offset here. I can see them kind of like not touching the rails on this side. Doesn't matter, right? Okay, I might tweak that because that might drive me crazy. But we have some loaded with timber or logs, and we have some which has not. And everything just, I don't know, it's a project, everybody, all right? It is a project. So let's see here. From the air, it looks pretty nice, okay? Problem is when you zoom away too much, the decals might disappear, the trees turn wonky, and you know what happened to me today? I've reached the prop limit, so I had to delete some trees because the prop limit was reached. Don't worry, there's a mod to unlock it, but I'm a little bit worried of using that because that might break my game save. So hopefully we can delete some distant trees, which we're never going to be using, and we're never going to be building those areas anyhow. This might be placed incorrectly. Like, I had to line them up to this building because everything kind of lines up, kind of like a modular building, but then no. So we have this going out from this little hole in the wall, and I think that is, what is that? Might be a planky sorting mechanism. I think this is where the planks are being sorted and whatnot. And I think this is sawdust. Oh yeah, baby, it is. You can see some sawdust over here. And I think those, not that warehouse, but those warehouses, I'm not sure they are used for planks, storing planks, logs, or just maybe sawdust, because that makes a great area for just kind of pushing in sawdust, right? Like, especially, well, something similar to this guy over here, like, you know. That's bark, right? Yeah, it's bark. Oh, damn, didn't notice that. So this is going to be the debarker. It is a debarker, right? Yes, it is. So the logs come in here, as you can see. I placed a log over here, so the logs go in here, and here they get debarked, and the fresh debarked logs come out as planks. Man, am I idiot. No, this is just for storage, okay? This is just for storage. Man, I love those paddles, by the way. So it makes perfect sense, and there's like a little fan spinning about. I love it. But let's continue. Let's continue, okay? Down the path. Oh, by the way, have you seen this railing? It is called, if you search for timber, you will find this guy, like the timber railing. And man, is it good looking? Oh, yep, it is. So let's see. Let's go this road. We continue this, and then we meet a little clearing. A little clearing with some trees, okay? Then we continue. And here, logging area ahead. Watch for falling trees, all right? Here's where I kind of like, I'm not sure this is like good looking, bad looking, ugly looking, but I can, okay, don't look at the chimney, okay? Don't let the cooling tower distract you from this. Let's just watch this like this. I've used Ronix grass over here because I didn't want to have like just the grass texture of the default map. I wanted to have some shrubbery because, you know, forest like, you know, flooring or floor is usually a little bit grassy. So I kind of wanted to have something. So I used that all over the place, and I think it came out pretty good. However, the stubs, okay? The stubs. There's a whole different new situation. Because, let's do this. If we search for stubbies, all right? Let me see here. Stubs. I have this amazing stub, which I think maybe I showed you that in a time lapse, but it's beautiful, right? Because it changes different sizes and variations and whatnot. Problem is with this stub, when you zoom out, maybe now, yeah, they disappear so quickly. Even though my adaptive prop disability is kind of like set high, they just vanish, like boom, and they're gone. The other ones you can still see, right? So I couldn't, well, I wanted to use it, but it just looks stupido and all the like stumps disappearing. So let's go with those ones. The problem with those stumps is that this is a tree stump stool. So I'm not sure if people are going to be just coming here and sitting all over the place. Hopefully not, okay? But we never know. And this is just called a stump. It is the big stump and a small stump. Big stump, small stump. I think it looks pretty decent. Ooh, FPS that direction. Oh, okay, everybody. Brace yourselves for... Oh, no. Okay. It's not lag. Well, it's kind of lag, but we are saving the game, I guess. So it's kind of like a lot of breakage in the broadcasting system over here. I love this. I absolutely adore having like those little trees all over the place, just messed up. Well, it's not really messed up. They're bound for collection, all right? And I guess the metal handlers, which I'm using here, because I couldn't really find any forest equipment that kind of suited the theme over here. So I had to use those. And I think at the end of the day, you could use a metal handler as a forestry machine, I guess. And also, this is a downer. The forestry trucks, the in-game ones. I hate them. This is like one of the ugliest looking trucks ever. But there is no good, what I found, like no good big forestry trucks as a prop. There might be, but I searched the Steam Workshop and I could not find it. So we just have to live with this guy. And yes, it's a little bit of an eyesore, but at the end of the day, who cares? And then if we just continue, because this is like the scenic tour of this place, right? Let's just go here. The timber railing here as well. Okay, let's just go up here past the sign and let's just continue this. I mean, I know it's just a forest, right? But it does take some time. And do we love it? Yes. There's another clearing over here with just some logs, so let's just back out from that. It's like a maze. It's like a forest maze we've created over here. And then we have one more of those guys, like just some trees laying all over the bouts, beautiful grass, bushes, and scenery in nature. So that is what I've been doing. Might not be super exciting to like showcase this up close personal live, but it's a project. It's a project, and hopefully you will get some inspiration. I'm still a little bit unsure because I haven't connected the rails to anything yet. I think we will need to do that because I'm still debating to keep them or not to keep them. Like we could go without the rails, but it's kind of cool having them here. Not really sure trucks will be able to squeeze through here down below. Maybe they won't. Maybe it is just too low. We'll see. Man, I love those stumps. Why did you disappear in distance? Oh, that sucks so bad. I mean, having them here is like, is definitely the better looking stump, okay? If I've seen stumps, this is the stump, but we can't use it. Not in a big scale scenario. So everybody, I'm not going to bore you guys to death by just roaming about the map. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you got some inspiration, all right? And my man of projects. Why does the timber thingy change color? Let me see. It becomes a white fence on distance. Didn't notice that before. Well, it is what it is, I guess. I'm not going to be the guy who sits here and judges. But thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode of City Skylines. Still quite a cool ambiance, especially having all those cars coming here. It's not the fast system to get here. Why is that guy using that? Why do you not go here? Doesn't make any sense, dude. Why do you go here? Well, doesn't matter, I guess. Doesn't matter. Yeah, like, I mean, this is like the nuclear. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm still here, right? But I'm still a little bit like, man, we should not have put it here. Just besides that. But I think as soon as we get some farms in here or just farmlands, I think it's going to tie this land nicely together. Like we're going to have farms here, for example, maybe just in front of the forest patch. farms on this side, farms over here, and it's gonna tie everything nicely together, because now it kind of looks a little bit like, okay, it's just a project put in the middle of nowhere, right, or in the middle of everything, and it's just kind of looks kind of bad. But I think we're gonna tie it together with all the farms around this. If I can unlock some props, the prop limit, and we can place more props, because we need that. Okay, everybody, once again, thank you so much for watching. Have a very nice day. Keralis over now. Bye bye.